This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to Something to Wrestle with Bruce Prichard. Bruce, what's going on, man? How are you?
You're damn right it is. As a matter of fact, I'm fucking great is how I am. How are you'ins?
And weans are good, and I'm so excited to hook up with you. I've been looking forward to this topic for a long time. Royal Rumble 2002 is our topic. We're a little behind schedule this week. Apologize for the delay, but I think this episode's going to be worth it, man. There's so much fun stuff happening in the company in this era. Bruce, we're coming off Vengeance 2001, where we see a new hardcore champion in The Undertaker and a new undisputed champion in Chris Jericho. Are you excited to have a new fresh face, a heel like Jericho at the time in the top spot? I mean, it feels like for years it was pretty crowded with the same cast of characters, and now Jericho's a made man.
Absolutely hated it.
Really?
But I did, at first, but I hated the idea at first, but I loved the new face. Yes. So I liked the idea of just one face and everything. I was like, you know what, man, I'm not feeling it, but yet I was feeling it in my head though. I thought, okay, we're going to go back and we're going to go backwards. I thought we were going forward with Chris, and I really like Chris being the first one because I don't think anybody was going to call that. So to your point, yes, I did, man. I like the freshness of it. But at first, my initial response was, but then I warmed up to it a lot.
Were you concerned that fans might not buy him as the top guy, considering The Rock's still here, Austin's still here, and we're just a few weeks away from Triple H's return after that long absence?
Initially, but then, man, he beat Rock and Austin in the same match. So, that endorsement in and of itself, I think made it acceptable because you saw it, and Jericho had the bragging rights to say that. So you made the instant credibility there by the way that we did it.
It's interesting to me because if you go back and look at footage from this era, man, Triple H's return to the company, it feels like the primary focus, and it feels less about we're trying to make our new champion and more about, hey, Triple H is coming back. And I know that you're trying to, you can't just make one guy, everybody's got to have their spot and everybody's got to have their moment in the sun, if you will. But in hindsight, was Jericho's win here maybe at the worst possible time, since you've got to make a big deal about Triple H coming back?
No, I don't think so at all. I think that, to the contrary, I think that it made you kind of go, oh my God, when Triple H comes back, that's another new, fresh matchup.
Yeah.
So you're excited about it. And, I don't think we were singularly focused at all with Triple H coming back. I like the fact that we were making new guys in Jericho and it felt fresh. It felt good again. Hunter had been gone for a while. Jericho's the new guy. To me, it felt fresh and different.
It's an interesting time for the company. Jericho wins in the main event. It's a 3-way over The Rock and Kurt Angle in Miami, which is a big deal. You're only a couple weeks into Jericho's reign. How does Vince think it's going at this point?
Great. Jericho's proven to be come on, man. The guy can work, the guy can talk, and was able to hang with pretty much everybody on the roster.
Is it more difficult to book for a heel champion compared to a babyface champion, or vice versa?
I think it really depends on the talent. For example, Hogan was easy to book for. You needed big monsters that he could overcome. I think that when you look at a Ric Flair as a champion, or trying to think of another heel champion, back in the day, Hunter, it's
Harley Race,
babyface chase. I look at Hunter, I look at Rock even as a heel champion, where you had Austin chasing, was that was easy. But I just think it depends on the talent. It depends on what talent you have. What babyface can rebound after not getting the championship? For a heel, I think it's a lot easier.
I want to mention Chris Jericho does a poolside promo here that's described by Meltzer as being the first time he feels like he's come across on TV like a world champion. Do you remember the moment when you were watching Chris where you felt like there was a transition and you could say, okay, now he's the world champion. Now I believe it. Now I buy it.
The triple threat when he held the Undisputed Championship up.
There you go.
To me, that was the moment.
So let's talk about SmackDown on January 3rd from DC. We would see The Rock beat Booker to become the number one contender. So he'll be taking on Jericho for the title. I guess Jericho and Rock's chemistry, even back to Jericho's debut, made that sort of a no-brainer, right?
Absolutely. And, people were digging it. So it was a lot of fun, and both guys just, they had chemistry and they gelled.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.